Hey people, it's me, Dree. So I just got word that you all are snowed in down in Little Rock, Arkansas. The snow will be here later on today. And so I'm like, hey, we are probably going to be snowed in together. So you're probably going to be shopping online. No shade if you do that. But there is something that I would like everybody to do. One of two things, if not both. If your smoke detector is chirping, please take this opportunity to change the battery. Please do so. I was on a call with my soror and it was just a chirping in the background. And I'm like, sis, would you please change the battery? And she was like, well, I don't understand why I got to change the battery. It's hardwired in. And I was like, it's hardwired in, but you still have a battery. I didn't realize that some people were not aware of that. So first and foremost, every bedroom should have a smoke detector at minimum. There should be a smoke detector adjacent from the kitchen, not directly over your stove. It is a good idea to have a smoke detector in the hallway if you do not have one in the hallway, like outside in the, where your bedrooms are. Most codes require that anyway, but some of us have older homes, some of us have remodel homes, things of that nature. So if you don't already have a smoke detector in every bedroom, go ahead and either put it in your Amazon cart or your blue box, orange box, shopping list, whatever. Smoke detectors are pretty accessible. At my previous home back in Little Rock, I renovated the house, so I had to purchase smoke detectors, and so I think I got about 2 of them at the Blue store. I'm not putting the name in because they're not paying me. At the Blue store, I got 2 smoke detectors for $45. I had to go through my records to look. You also can get them bulk on AZ or bulk in the blue or orange store, whichever one you go to. But this is one of the smoke detectors that's in my home. It has a little opening here to where you can put your 9-volt battery. And in the back, so this one is wired into the ceiling. I'll put a picture in the video so you can see what I'm talking about. But they have male adapters here to where the female wire connects in. Again, I'll show you what that looks like. Honestly, don't know everybody's budget. If you can't afford one that's hardwired in, see if you could just find a battery operated one and get some command strips and put it on your ceiling. But make sure you're testing these at least once a month. What I do is, my birthday is on the 16th, May 16th. So the 16th of the month, all the things I'm supposed to be checking, I'm supposed to be doing, I go in, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't check my smoke detector every month like you're supposed to. I would say I'm 99% accurate on that. Meaning if I miss one month, I'm definitely gonna follow up the next month to do so. Little button here, the little beeping noise, we all know what a smoke detector sounds like. And then make sure that you just keep 9-volt batteries in the house, because if you have at least maybe 3 or 4 of these, at some point you're going to have to replace it. I've been in this house for 4 years. This is the first time I'm needing to change my battery. It was chirping. One of the kids was living here, and I'm like, don't you hear that chirping noise? Why are you not getting up and changing the battery? It's in the bedroom that you're sleeping in. So yeah, make sure that you're checking it once a month. At minimum, especially in the holiday season when you're cooking more, when you're running your fireplace, things of that nature. The second thing I want to talk to you about is a carbon monoxide detector. I got these off AZ, and I got them for 2 for $35. Again, so I specifically have one of these near my stove, and I have one of these. So this is the first house I've had a furnace, and my furnace is gas. I don't even know if they make electric furnaces or not, but I'm not used to that. I'm like, So my hot water heater, my furnace are both gas, and then my gas meter is inside the house. I'm like, oh, that's a whole bunch of gas in a small area of my house. So I have a carbon monoxide detector. So you want to put these low. So this one, where you can just plug it into an outlet, you can see the outlet prongs, as well as a battery option in case the electricity goes out. You want to put these low. I do not recommend getting a smoke detector carbon monoxide combo because carbon monoxide flows to the bottom toward the floor. Smoke from a fire flows to the top. So if by the time a carbon monoxide detector picks up carbon monoxide, if it's high, it's going to be too late. It's not going to possibly be too late. It's going to be too late. So make sure these are low. If you put them where one of the plugs are, existing outlets are in your home, that should be a good place to put it. It has a test feature, just like in a smoke detector. This is not something you buy it one time. You typically do not have to replace it. So you don't have to, go ahead and get them. But I don't know your budget, so you may have to stack it or whatnot. Again, you can get these at AZ, the blue store, the orange store. You can get them at my favorite store, Harbor Freight. They're not paying me, but that is my favorite store. And they typically run about the same amounts. I got 2 carbon monoxide detectors for $45. And I got, at my old house, actually I got more than 2. But I got 2, then I purchased more because I didn't realize how many I needed. But I got 2. I'm sorry. The carbon monoxide detectors were 2 for $35. And the smoke detectors were 2 for $45. Also, during National Fire Awareness Month, I think it's September, October, you can find a sale on them. Your local fire station may give away smoke detectors. I've checked with a few fire stations just to see if they had them for people who may not can afford them. Some firehouses do give out smoke detectors, some do not. I used to volunteer for the Red Cross. We had fire preparedness events. We were handing out smoke detectors, so you may be able to get them for free if you know where to look, if you look during Fire Safety Month. So something else I want to talk to you about is a fire blanket. So I wanted these because I saw it on TV. It was like, oh my, or one of the ads that kept popping up. I was like, I probably should get a fire blanket because I campfires. I put it in my cart. I never purchased it. I actually won 4 at an event I was not planning on going to. I saw a food truck. Yeah, I know I like to eat. And while I was waiting for my food, it was a booth. I can't remember what organization it was. They were like, hey, you want to play a game and win something? I was like, sure. Like, I'm waiting for my food. So I answered all of the fire safety questions correctly. So I won 2 and nobody was around. They said, you want to play again? I was like, sure. So I ended up winning 4 of these. So I have one in my basement near the furnace, gas meter, hot water heater. Which I probably won't use it on the actual furnace or whatnot, but let's say something catches fire, things of that nature, have it there. I have one in the kitchen, so I don't have it directly by the stove in case the fire, God forbid, the fire spreads and I can't get directly to the stove. I have it in a safe distance to where I can grab it and throw it over a pot or whatnot. So while we're at it, I can drop the link to these. I can't remember. I don't know how much they cost because I did not purchase them directly, but I think it was 4 for $30 or 4 for $40. But I'll drop the link in the post so you can, have an idea how much they cost. Fire extinguisher. So I'm gonna be transparent with you. The house that I had in Little Rock, it already came with it was already a fire extinguisher there. It wasn't expired. I looked up because I didn't know that much about fire extinguishers, even though I take the training every year at work. I was like, is it expired or whatnot? So this house was the first house I purchased a fire extinguisher because I'm like, But again, I never had a house with a furnace. My furnace, hot water heater, gas meter, all in the same area. I'm like, let me get a fire extinguisher. So I got 2 for $45. I was cheap. I was like, why do fire extinguishers cost too much, especially when they're small, whatever. But hey, you buy it one time. A fire extinguisher lasts about 10 to 12 years. You pay it one time. It's there if you need it. If you don't need it, prayerfully, it's good. But rather need it and not have it than need it and it's not there. I will be upgrading the one in my basement to a larger one, just again because I have all of those gas equipment in one space. But this is the one that's in my kitchen, 2 pounds. I will say this too, if you get a fire extinguisher, watch a quick YouTube video on fire extinguishers. There's different ones out there. It's a certain way to use it. Find a little 5-minute video. I do training every year, but first aid or whatever, so it's usually some type of fire extinguishing type module in there. So I'm doing it every year, every 2 years anyway. Plus 5 minutes when you're waiting to pick up your kid or waiting to pick somebody up or waiting for the pump at the gas station. So I definitely recommend that. And so be safe out there. Those are a couple things that I recommend that you get for the house. If you don't get anything else that I spoke about today, please get your smoke detectors, batteries to replace them, because somebody's out there is chirping. This probably chirped so long you can't even hear the chirping anymore. And then a carbon monoxide detector. These are the two, at minimum, the two main things that you're needing in your home. Please, if you can afford it, invest in it. If you can't, find a program out there. Google a program, Google an organization to see if you can get some for free. So thank you for listening. I hope that you are safe and warm, and I will people with you later. Something else that you want to do is to talk to your children about what to do in the event of a fire, including how to evacuate, as well where to go once you evacuate. Whether it's directly across the street, it's the house to the left, the house to the right. Make sure that neighbor not only has your contact information, but contact information in case you, for whatever reason, are incapacitated or you're not at home at the time of the fire or other event and they can't reach you. So talk to them. We're still snowed in. This would be a good opportunity to talk to them about what to do, where to go. Also, consider putting a contact list on your refrigerator about who to contact in case of an emergency, not just your information. So, for example, my emergency contact list, of course, has my information, such as my name, my date of birth, my preferred hospital, the medication that I'm on, who to contact for my dogs, where to take them, and my allergies. So if something happens at my house, emergency personnel need to come in. Hopefully they'll look at the list on my refrigerator to get pertinent information. However, two of my neighbors have the contact information to my sister and my mother, and they know that I have that list on my refrigerator should an emergency happen and I'm incapacitated. So that's something that you can also work on while you're stuck in the snow. Again, I hope this information was helpful, and I will see you later. Bye.